welcome back to my channel. You guys know I'm Chandler Nicole. If you're new here, hi, you know, come hang out with me in my channel. So I wanted to sit down and talk to you guys about my house situation. Now I know back in January, like 6 months ago, I showed you guys the house I was gonna, or the house that I've been building, right? Things have changed like dramatically. So I thought I was gonna take you guys on a journey with me, and I really haven't said anything else about the house since that video. The last we left off, I was gonna go pick out a piece of land, you know, and do all that good stuff, whatever. So I had a few roadblockages. Like, first, COVID hit. Okay, COVID stopped everything, like literally everything. I couldn't go pick out a land because they were closed. I couldn't do anything. They weren't even building at the time. So that was for like what, 2 months. For 2 months that was on pause. So for 2 months I was just like, you know, like I just felt like, okay, whatever. So that came about. Then I had, so then like things started back rolling up again, and then I had got into some issues with my loan officer, because once COVID hit, their whole like standards and requirements and guidelines at that particular loan company changed. So I had to find a new loan officer because like they started asking for too much there. Like it kind of got harder. Like, I mean, when COVID hit, it's now harder to buy a house. Not, I wouldn't say it's harder to buy a house, but if you're like taking out a mortgage and you're gonna, you know, finance your house and not pay for it full on in cash, then some loan officers now are requiring just like so much now, way more than before, because houses are like low interest rates right now at the moment. So it's not that it's harder to buy a house, but they are like more strict about it because they don't want what happened back during the, you know, Great Depression not too many years ago to happen again, where everybody was just getting houses and it was just easy. And then once the, you know, economy picked back up, people really couldn't even afford these homes that they were in. So they made like the stipulations a lot harder. So my realtor, like, God bless his soul, like he's such a great realtor. He's so patient with me. He's like, he'd be on it. So he had like a whole list of other people who can help me. So now I have a new loan officer, okay? So now I'm working with this loan officer now. And like, I'm still like, okay, I want to do this KB home. I want to build, blah, blah, blah. And I'm not officially like in contract yet. Like I started signing paperwork, but you don't officially sign like those final documents when you're building a house like that through a builder. You don't officially sign those documents until that last month when the house is just about done. And that's when you like really like start to close escrow. So you know, when you buy a house, like an older home, it's just like 30 days, like 30 to 60 days. Like you submit your offers, like a 4-week process for them to like accept it, compare it to other offers, you know. And if you're approved for it, you're approved for it. And you pay all your money at once. Like your down payment is paid up front, full, like your full 15K, 20K, however much you're paying is all paid up front. So with me, I'm building a home through a builder. When you're building a home through a builder, like a community builder, what you do, like you pay $3,000 down, so your $3,000 is to hold your lot. And then you start the process. Like you pick the model house you want, like, or the floor plan you want, and then like you start going to see the design studio. You start picking your interior out, and then you have another meeting with the design studio. You like finalize your interior, make sure that's what you want, because once you finalize it, you can't change it. Like there's no going back. So you do that, and then it's like waiting period. Like you're waiting for months for them to build the house. You know, you saving your money because you're not paying nothing at this time. Like you pay your $3,000, and then like you just wait and let them build a house. And then when it gets to the end, like, and it's time to like close escrow, then that's when you sign out the final documents and you're locked. You're in. Like that's it. Like that last month you're in. You sign those documents. You got like a good 30 days, and then you're moving into your home. Like that's really, that's how that process goes. So that's the type of process that I was doing. Just paid, I gave them my $3,000 check, whatever, you know. I picked a lot. So like after I showed you guys that video of like, you know, this is the house layout, whatever, I actually ended up picking another lot up in the hill area. And so I was at that point, but COVID came, like I said. So COVID came. I had all the issues with my loan officer. Like I feel like it's just been one hit after the other, like bow, 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 like, you know, just one roadblock. And I'm like, you know, I know it's not easy to buy a house. I know it's not easy to buy a house, But I'm like, I'm getting all these signs that maybe God is saying, like, you know, this is not what I have planned for you, because like every sign, like literally everything that can go wrong, like with doing this house, has been going wrong, I guess you could say. So I mean, like a small part of me is like, nah, this ain't it, boo. Like, this is not for you. And then like I was really sitting back and thinking and contemplating, like, yes, the house is beautiful, it's a really nice house, you guys, like, but for the person I'm paying for that house, especially in the area that I live in, I can get so much more. Like in that same beautiful neighborhood, I can get so much more. Like when I first moved here to Moreno Valley, I had a house I was renting from like the super rich guy, and I told you guys before, I was paying like $3,000 a month. My house was beautiful. It was 4 bedrooms. It had a bar, it had a pool, it had an outdoor grill, it had a shed. My master bedroom was extended. I had 2 massive walk-in closets in this house. I had a spa retreat bathroom. Like my house was, I had all glass windows that looked out into the pool in my master, where I can just open up my doors, you know, and just go into my own little private retreat. My house was popping. It was popping there, you know. And I'm like, this house I'm building, it's nice. It's not as big as the house I was living in. Like, it's a really nice house. It's very open. It's brand new. You know, nobody's ever lived in it before. It's from the ground up. It's like 2,300 square feet. My other house was like 3,000 something square feet. You know, you see the difference? Like, that's a big difference, you know, the space wise. Like, it was just different. And then not only that, so the other house that I was living in, that I was renting, there's a private lake there. It's a HOA. There's a private lake, so I had access to the lake. You know, I can go paddle boat riding. I got stuck before in the lake in the paddle boats. Like, they have the grills. I went there Memorial Day before and grilled like by the lake, and the ducks were coming up. You know, they have the clubhouse, they have a gym, they have basketball courts, tennis courts, like everything you can want, the lake has. And the HOA fee was only $105 a month. So I'm like, okay. So like that was definitely a big plus. And the house that I've been building, like, it's situated in that area, like along the lake, but there's no lake access because it's not a part of the HOA. So I remember like moving out here, I told myself, like when I moved out of my first house, the beautiful house that I was in, I told myself I only want to buy a house in this like HOA because it's called a ranch. It's a ranch. In this ranch because like the houses are beautiful, the neighbors are so kind, like they bring you, I had the type of neighbors that would come to your house during Christmas time and bring you cookies. They welcomed me to the neighborhood. You know, I had some pretty like spectacular neighbors. So I'm just like, this is where I want to, you know, this is where I would want to make my life. This is where I would want to start a family and have like my first kid, you know, and have my first kid go to the school down the road. It's in a very nice neighborhood, you know. This is me. Like, this is the type of life I be living because I'm a little bougie boo, you know. So that's what I said. So I'm like, for the price I'm paying for this house to get built, which is close to $500K that I'm paying for this house to get built, I could spend that money on a house in this ranch that I really, really love. You know, it may not be like brand new from the ground up, but I could find a really nice home like the one that I was in. And it already has a pool and a jacuzzi. I don't have to pay $10,000 to $15,000 to have that installed. So the house is gonna be $500K, and then here's another $15,000 I gotta spend on a pool, you know, like, and then another like who knows how much on furniture to furnish the house. I'm like, you know, and I've been like looking on Zillow and Trulia, and they have so many beautiful dope houses in this area that I'm talking about that cost way less. They're like $430,000, $440,000, and they already have like massive pools. It's just little minor things that I would have to change, which I don't mind, because a large part of me, like, I've been battling like with myself, like I really want a fixer-upper home. Like, I want to add my own touch to my house. Like, yeah, having a house built brand new for you is good, it's cool, like everything's done, like whatever, but this is my investment. Like, this is I'm spending $500,000 like of my hard-earned money into an investment, and I want to really be invested, you know. Like, I want to be invested for real. Like, I want to, if I want to change the countertops, I mean, I can do that of course in any house that I own, but why would I do that in a brand new house, you know? Like, so like if I had a little home, like a nice home that I already have the pool that I want, you know, and it just had minor things like maybe take the carpet out of my bedroom and put hardwood flooring, something like that, or maybe change up the kitchen a little bit, paint the cabinets, you know, add a marble countertop, you know, or touch up, like, you know, my walk-in closets, little things like that. Yes, I want to do that. Like, I spend so much time watching YouTube videos of people like literally restoring whole rooms, turning attics into movie theaters. Like, I'm into stuff like that. I'm into Home Shopping Network channel. Like, I love list it or flip it, like, you know, like just the things that you can do, DIY projects. I want to do that to my home. Like, you see, I've been doing it around here to my little rental. I've been doing DIY projects, and that's really what I want to do. Like, 99.9% of me really wants to do that. I kind of felt like I was under pressure with starting this whole process of building this house, because my realtor was like, oh, it's the best thing to do, it's the smarter option, like, you know, it's new, 10-year warranty, blah blah blah. But I can get a 10-year warranty on a maybe not a 10-year warranty, but I can get some type of warranty on an older home. You know, I'm a first-time home buyer. I work for the state. Like, you know, there's so many things and benefits that I have available to me that I can use, you know. And I'm just like, you know, if a part of me really wants to do an older home and, like, you know, just do minor things to it, I feel like that I should really do that. I shouldn't do what I feel pressured by my realtor to do because he thinks it's logical. Like, or of course I'm gonna always take his opinion into consideration because he's a professional here. Like let's be real, I'm not a professional realtor. But then again too, I also have to do what I think is gonna make me happy. Like, yes, I think that home I was building would make me happy, but I mean, all I'm gonna do is just decorate it and then be done, and then pay who knows, Lord knows how much money to add a pool to it, when there's beautiful homes like down the road with the lake access that I really want to have, that have pools in it, you know, already, and I could save money, and I can just do the bare minimum, like upgrading the floor, like, or changing out the kitchen or whatever, you know. So I'm just like, that's been my dilemma. So I haven't talked to my realtor yet about it. Like, at this point, he's still, you know, we're still gonna build. So what's gonna happen with the lot and stuff that I chose, it's just gonna go on the market. Like, that's what's gonna happen. They're gonna build the house that was fit to go there, and it's just gonna go on the market like a regular home. I mean, actually, to be honest with you guys, a lot of those houses have. Like, it's a brand new community. It had just opened up. I went there grand opening weekend. I have been waiting for months, guys, for this community to open up. I've turned down the other communities and waited specifically for this one to open because of the area. Like I said, it's situated by the lake and stuff where I used to live, and the wild donkeys. Like, we had wild donkeys, guys. It was situated over there. So I waited for months for this community to open up, and I went grand opening weekend, and, you know, I was in love, and, you know, all of this. But I feel like I was in love with the house, but it wasn't the type of love that I felt, you know, for the rental house that I had, and that was just a rental. So I'm like, that's the type of love I need to feel for any type of home that I'm investing like $500,000 into, like, for real, you know. So I'm like, you know, as of now, like, you know, that house is just gonna go back on the market. Like, once I decide to tell my realtor and he talks to my building manager, which I just know, guys, my building manager at the place where I'm building, he's gonna email me, he's gonna call me, like, he's gonna, you know, basically, like, they're not gonna want me to go, they're not gonna want me to leave, they want that commission. But I had already started putting in my realtor's ear. Like, I started sending him like Zillow listings that I liked, and he was saying, oh, you know, I can find you much better for a much lower price. I can find you this house and this house and this house, you know, if that's really what you want to do. And I had just been like, no, you know, we can just keep building. But I'm gonna, like, really talk to him and tell him, like, this is really what I want to do. I talked to him I talked to him last week, and he was asking me, because I've been like delaying, pausing everything as far as when it comes to this building this home. And I told him, like, you know, I kind of want to, like, slow it down, you know, pump the brakes a little bit, and I want to, like, you know, go full force into this, like, at the end of the year. That's what I told him. And I'm still gonna do that. Like, I'm still gonna tell him we're gonna pump the brakes, you know, but I'm gonna talk to him, and I'm gonna tell him that, you know, by the time January comes, like, I think I want to, like, just finish out the year here at my rental home, finish it out. You know, it's month to month now. It's not, I'm not contracted anymore, like, on a year lease, because I've been here for over a year now. So now it's month to month, so I have a little bit of flexibility. And then thank God for my landlord. She didn't, like, raise, you know, she didn't raise my rent. You know, usually when you have a month to month, they raise it higher because you're not obligated to live there for a year. You know, you're not in that year contract anymore, so they raise the price. But thank God for my beautiful landlord, she didn't do that. So I'm month to month now. So I kind of want to finish out the year. You guys, I told you I've been working overtime. I've been strong. Like, I'm already at like 30, going on 40 hours for the month right now. I'm trying to save, you know, more money, whatever. So I kind of want to get myself to January. And I want January to be the month where I say, okay, let's really go. Look, I've been house shopping. Like, guys, I've been holding a secret from you guys. I've been house shopping. I've been looking at houses. I've been like reaching out to places to, like, you know, tour houses and stuff like that. But you know, guys, to tour a house now, like, it's just crazy guidelines now because of COVID. But I've been like looking at houses. I've been showing them to my mom, like, Mom, look at this house. You know, like, of course I'm going to show my mom because my mom is going to live with me. You know, there's no, I have people ask me like, why do you still live with your mom if you make money? And I'm like, well, I'm a single woman with no kids. She's a single woman. You know, like, why would we waste our money? You know, like, paying rent and bills are two separate places. That makes no sense. That's a waste of money. I don't mind living with my mom. I have my personal space. I have the master. You know, I have my own room. I have my dogs. Who, if I want company, I can have company. It's not like, oh, you can't have company up in here type of thing. Like, I'm a grown woman. She's a grown woman. We two grown women who happen to be mother and daughter. And we cohabitating together. And we saving more money that way. You know, I don't see the problem with that. And then the guys that I date, like, they don't see a problem with it, so we chilling. Like, I can still see myself starting my family and everything, like, even with my mom, you know, having a room here. And our rooms are not like right next to each other. Like, we're on the other sides of the houses, you know. We all have our privacy, our personal space. She's not in my business. Well, I'm always in her business, but you know. But like, if she wants to date, like, she can date. You know, if I want to date, I can date, whatever. Like, you know, it's kind of like we roommates. And me and my mom actually have a good relationship with each other, like, you know. So it's not like it's like just badgering and blah blah blah. Like, we actually live together very well, and I don't think I could ever live without my mom. So, you know, like, even if I have a man, like, I don't know, like, mom's got to be near the room, you know. And then, like, I've always wanted to give back to my mom. I always wanted to take care of my mom. But I'm getting off topic here. But yeah, so I've been looking at houses. So my realtor, he actually sent me some houses a while ago, like, because a while ago I put it in his ear, like, maybe I, you know, can buy a house that's aftermarket, that's not like brand new, you know, brand new build. So he sent me some nice houses, and he told me, like, he can give me a big house if I wanted, like up in the $700,000, $600,000 range, which I found a very beautiful house here. It's like $699, like, or $700, something in that ballpark. And it has its own private street, like the whole street is its street. And like at the end of the street, there's these big gates, and like huge gates. It's like a mansion. It's huge gates. It has the security guard shed at the bottom, and then you drive on up the long road, and there's your big beautiful house. It overlooks the city. It's up on the hill. The pool is like at the edge of the hill. It's a beautiful home. I was like, ooh, this is what I'm talking about. But I don't know, the inside of that house, like, the whole house, like, just needed to be upgraded inside, like, literally every room. So I don't know. I mean, that's a house that I do have in mind, but for that price point, like, it's too much that needs to be done inside. But I guess you're paying for the land. It's like a 5 or 6 car garage. You know, it's a really nice house, like, really great home. But then again, with a home like that, I want to have access to the lake. So my whole thing is, I want to buy a home like in the same community where I used to live, the same little ranch, and have access to the lake. So that's, hey boys, they're fighting over a rabbit bear. So that's what that's where I'm at. Like, I really want a house in the lake. The lake was like amazing. It was just felt so good to just, you know, be able to drive like a block or two down and have access to my own private personal lake. And it had a nice big community pool. Sometimes, like, even though my house had a pool in the yard, my house had a pool and a jacuzzi, and you know, that was an everyday thing for me. But sometimes I would still venture down to the lake and use their facilities. So I really like, that's really where I'm at. I really want the house at the lake. I don't mind buying a house that's not brand new. Like, this is my stipulation. If I'm gonna buy a house that's not brand new, the house absolutely must already have a swimming pool. if I'm gonna buy a house and it's not new and it doesn't have a swimming pool, then I might as well keep building. You get me? Like the house, no doubt, like that's a deal breaker for me. No pool, no buy. Has to have a swimming pool. It has to be at least 4 bedroom, 2 bath, at least 2-car garage, and I really think I want a 2-story, but I mean that's not a deal breaker. 2-car garage, and then my master bathroom must include a bath and it must have a walk-in closet. So those are my deal breakers. Now I know your house is not going to have everything at once, but those are the main things that it has to have. Now what I'm willing to be flexible with is the flooring. Like I'm flexible with the flooring. I'm flexible with the size of the kitchen. I don't need a grand massive kitchen. I don't care for that. I'm flexible with the kitchen. I'm flexible with how the inside of my walk-in closet looks, because I'm going to change that out anyways. I'm flexible with that. I'm flexible with how the master bathroom looks, because like I said, I want to fix her upper. I want to fix it. I want to be fix-it-chan. So I'm flexible with that. So you know, there are things that I'm willing to compromise on, but this is a decision that I made, and this is final for me. Like I'm so indecisive, guys. I know. I'm just taking you guys to a world when I know, but this is it. So I decided that I'm just gonna keep working my little overtime, save my little money, and then when January comes, I'm gonna start like back like with the houses. I told my realtor like I want to wait till the end of the year to make moves. So he's like, okay, you know, just check in with me once a month, let me know, you know, where you at with things. So I'm like, okay, that's fine by me. And then not only that, but I want to build my credit score more, because like, yeah, you know, this place requires a low credit score to buy a house, like blah blah blah, but who wants to buy a house like that? You know, I want to make sure I get my full benefit of like what I'm purchasing. So I also want to build my credit more. So I want to, like, you know, I feel like I was just rushing into this whole house thing. I was rushing. I was like going too fast, and there's no need, especially for a purchase like this. This is a big purchase. This is a big life decision. This is like, once you buy the house, it's yours. You're responsible. The state holds you accountable for that property. So I don't want to just rush into whatever just because like I have the opportunity, because it's here. I want to make sure I'm smart about it and I choose what's going to be best for me 5 years down the line, because it's forever my home. You know, I'm responsible for it. Like if I want to start a family there, this is where I'll start my family at. You know, if I want to turn it into a rental investment, this is my property that I'm responsible for. So yeah guys, that's what's really going on with the house situation now. It's not that I'm not buying a house anymore. I'm still buying a house. That's not my end until the day I buy a house. I'm still buying a home. I'm still like fully invested in it, but I'm just gonna pump the brakes, you know, and get what I really want to do. Like that's something that I really love. Like that's what it's come to. So I'm gonna pump the brakes down a little bit. I don't have to be so fast. I don't have to rush and do it. I don't have to, like, you know, just because I can do it, I don't need to rush and just do it just because the opportunity is here. I need to really like really think about it and really, like, you know, do what I feel is gonna make me happy at the end of the day and what's gonna be best for me. Like a new home like the one I'm building, property taxes is higher, all the taxes are higher, like everything is higher because it's new. The older home, you know, lower property taxes. My homeowner's insurance probably won't be like as bad as having that, you know. So that's what it's come to, guys. And so we're gonna go back on this journey again. We're looking at homes. I know, I'm sorry, like I'm stressing you out. I'm stressing myself out. I'm losing my hair over this, like literally, like I'm losing my hair. My hair is falling out because I'm so stressed about it, but I'm not gonna stress about it anymore. We're gonna go back on this journey. We're gonna be looking at houses again. I know, we're gonna be looking at houses again. Just give me strength. My poor realtor, y'all, pray for my realtor, because I'm pretty sure like I'm driving him nuts. Like he's like every single day we shoot something. But so yes, you guys, thank you guys for sticking with me though. Thank you guys for being here. Like I promise you, we're gonna get back on this journey. Get me to the end of the year. Like I really want to wait till the end of the year. I want to save more money. I want to come like with a strong offer. Like when I do find what I find, bam, ho, this is it. You don't need to look at nobody else's offer. That's what it need to be. This my offer. This my house. Take it. That's what we're gonna be like, you know. I'm coming there and stronghold and bam, this is my offer on the table, money on the table, give me my keys. We don't even need 30 days. How about that? Okay guys, okay, thank you guys for watching. If you're new here, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And I mean, you guys, just roll with the flow, you know. We're gonna get a house, y'all. We gonna get a house. We gonna get there. Y'all gonna see it. It's gonna come. I'm thinking January. Well, no, I want January to be my like deadline for like everything, and I want February to be like I'm in there. I'm in that hole, you know. So that's, you know, hopefully January, February is beginning of next year. My whole thing was I wanted to gift myself this house for my birthday. But look, I'll gift it to myself when I gift it to myself. My whole thing was to be a homeowner by the time I was 30. I ain't 30 yet. I still got 4 more years to go. Yeah, I still got 4 more years to go before I hit 30. So look, I mean, you know, I feel like what God has for me is going to be for me. And that's really how I'm feeling. What God has for me will be for me. It will be mine. I'm claiming it now. I'm speaking it into existence. What's for me will be for me. And that's just what it is. The house that you're being is the house that y'all going to see me in. Chilling, floating on in my little pool. Drinking my michelada, okay? And that's what's going to happen. So anyways, thank you guys for all your love and support and your kindness to me on my channel. Come back for more. See you guys later. Bye. Have a blessed one and stay safe out there during these crazy times, y'all. Be safe, be good. Bye.